What's up, guys? Winter Kills here. Welcome back to a brand new open game state video. It is currently 11:38 p.m. At night, about to leave for Florida in the morning. I'm going to Florida pretty much every year with some family for the past couple years now. If you've been keeping up with the social medias, Facebook, Twitter, you can keep up with what's going on outside of the channel because, right, it's the best way to communicate with you guys face to face without making a video like every making a video every single time I need to update you guys on something. That's why Twitter and Facebook are amazing tools to have access to. So if you are not following me on either of those platforms, you probably should. Twitter and Facebook links are down in the description, so check those out. Please, be much appreciated. Probably be posting some updates while I'm on vacation. Should only be gone for about a week. 2 days travel down, 2 days travel back. So probably 10-11 days total. And this is my the first video that I'm making in this stream of last minute preparation videos that I need to make before I leave. Luckily I'm not leaving at something at fucking 3 a.m. You're leaving a little later, around noonish or so. But I do got some topics I would like to talk about. And it's mainly regarding some game mechanics that are going to be changing about the game. The Euro-WCQ that took place. First of all, the guy who went 17-0, I'm not exactly sure what his name is, but somebody did absolutely go undefeated in all of Swiss rounds and then Top Cut, which is absolutely insane. I think it's the first time it's ever been done. So good for that guy. That's all I got to say about that, really. I'll never be that good unless I devote everything I know and devote all of my time to this game, playing it, which I would probably be pulling out, however much hair I have, pulling that out by the end of the process, because this game can be taxing mentally, financially. We all know the struggle. This game sometimes has its moments, as do other games, but that's a different topic for a different day. But one of the first things I wanted to talk about was a card that was just announced, and you guys have probably seen this on other YouTubing channels, like House of Champs primarily being one of them. It was basically a new card that came out that's basically saying you need to play with playmats that have zones on them. Now, if you know that the custom playmat that I made, and any other custom playmats, if you were looking at Spellgrounds, we're looking at the Gem Mint playmats. Those are really nice. Some of the Judge mats, like the mats that are for World Qualifier Championship, like this one that I have on my desk here, this Phantom Knight one. You guys probably know which one I'm talking about. I use it as a mouse pad. But this one right here, see how it doesn't have any zones on it? No zones. And you can see the artwork, you can actually see it and appreciate it, for what it is. And I like that about those playmats. Yeah, they do have some playmats still that have the zones, but I like how it was never mandatory. You didn't have to play on a mat that didn't have zones. So if you wanted a custom playmat, you didn't have to worry about it not having zones, especially since there are a gazillion zones now. There are going to be so many zones. It's not just the 5 monster, the 5 spell and trap, top and bottom, It's going to be monster zones, spell trap zones, pendulum zone, field zone, spell zone, or not spell zone, I said it again, graveyard, deck, field spell, link zone. I guess the pendulum zones aren't going to be, in the side, obnoxiously in the middle. They're going to be down, in the spell trap area. But still, being forced to play on a playmat that has zones on it is going to be kind of annoying. Maybe you can get away with it at certain locals, but it's going to be written law at any other event, like a regional YCS, ARG, anything like that. But basically, it's a card called Shut Line, and basically, long story short, it is a trap card that basically, I think it goes along the lines of something like this. If anybody wants to correct me in the comments, feel free to. Basically, anytime a monster, it's like a monster spell trap effect is activated, something along the lines of that, and you have this card set, if it's in the same line as the card your opponent's activating, you can like negate that card. It does something like that. So let's say you have your 5 spell and trap zones here. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 over here. And then your opponent's monster zone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're matching, okay? So if your opponent activates a monster effect in zone 3, and you have that card set in zone 3, so I don't know what I'm fucking doing right now, but I'm like doing some sort of symbol, and you have it set in zone 3, it matches 3, 3. It's like straight across from each other. A straight line from their card to yours, and it's in zone 3 on their side, it's zone 3 on your side, from left to right or right to left, however they're going to number it, because I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of numbering, to organize it. If it's in zone, yours is in zone 3, and you set yours strategically in zone 3, because you know what zone your opponent's going to play it in. I'm just going to start playing myself all the way over to the left side and say, fuck yourself. But like, then you can negate it. It lines up. That's basically what the card does, and I hate how they did something like that. One, I think it's kind of and it's a counter trap. I think it's kind of mediocre that you have to like guess where your opponent's gonna play their card, and I can see it being useful if they have a full field, but it's a trap card, so why would you even want to take time setting it in the first place if they have one monster spot less? Put it in that corresponding monster spot or spell and trap spot. But I think it's just dumb, and I think it's gimmicky, and I just don't like it. The trap card is called Shut Line. There's a video on House of Champs if you guys want to go watch it. Go check it out. Great channel if you haven't, or if you don't know who House of Champs is, you need to wake up first of all. But go check out the video. Jonathan Moore will do a much better job explaining it than I have. But basically, I think it's kind of stupid. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but I think it's kind of dumb that they make you now have to play with a zone playmat, and it's not like, oh, I'll probably be fine, nobody's gonna play that card, but there's gonna be somebody playing 3 of that card, and they're gonna think it's the best card in the world, which is kind of fucking annoying. But I mean, when don't you have to worry about dealing with that kind of shit? So yeah, that is pretty much all I want to say about that card. It's called Shut Line. It's a trap card. Who knows? If I'm gonna be forced to play on a goddamn zone playmat, maybe I'm complaining too much, but I made my fucking Winter Kills playmat, the custom one that you guys see like at the end of most of my duel videos. That design, I gave away 4 of those. They're not gonna be able to use those playmats anymore because of one trap card. It's sort of like back when like Quiz or whatever that card was called, or Question, like you couldn't rearrange your graveyard because somebody could be playing that. But I don't think it's gonna be like written law, like players must have zone playmat. Maybe it will be. Maybe they'll change that in the rule book. I don't know. But like, it sort of goes back to like that thing with like when people were playing Question, where it's like you have to guess what the first card in your opponent's graveyard was, and like, or your opponent had to guess what it was without looking. So you couldn't like rearrange your graveyard. You couldn't like shuffle your graveyard on accident, or else you'd be like given a warning or DQ'd for that game or whatever, game loss, because your opponent could be playing that card and it could just screw them over immediately if they had memorized what it was and you switched it, you know, unknowingly. I don't know what it's going to be. What are your guys' thoughts and opinions on that? Is it a thumbs up? Is it a thumbs down? I don't know. It's like shit like this that makes me not want to play anymore, but we'll see. We'll just trudge through the worst and we'll see what happens. I'll be optimistic about it. Hopefully it doesn't suck too bad. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was the results of the Euro World Championship qualifier, basically Euro Nats. Somebody went 17-0. Never been done before. I'm not 100% sure what this fellow's name is. But he ended up going 17-0, undefeated at the European WCQ, which is absolutely insane. And what was he playing? He was playing Zodiac. And that's another important thing to know. Pittsburgh was sort of like the first major event that people got to look at afterwards and sort of analyze what people were playing. It was like the first data collection you could get, because beforehand, I remember when we were testing for it, a lot of people weren't sure what anybody was going to be playing, because like some new stuff had just come out. You know, the Dino structure deck had been released. You know, the True Draco stuff had been released. Ghost Ash had been introduced to the game, and there had been no major events really for people to test these on a large scale against a lot of other decks. And people were expecting a lot of things that weren't well represented, because it ended up being a majority of Zodiac players, like just an overwhelming majority of Zoo at the YCS. And I myself thought that wasn't going to be the case, but it was. And this is, of course, after Zoo had been hit. And so with the result of YCS Pittsburgh, you know what, we'll hit Zoo again. We'll get rid of the Fusion sub play. I think it was a good call, but they thought probably, hey, maybe people will play something else, and I'm sure people did switch at that point. But I think, and my numbers could be wrong, but the top 32 of the Euro Nats, Euro-WCQ, was out of 32, 31 Zodiac decks. It might have been all Zodiac decks, but I'm not sure who the one motherfucker was that was playing something different. He obviously didn't win, so shame on him for not playing Zoo. But I guess props to him for doing so well without playing Zoo. I don't know. But yeah, 99% basically we'll call it. It's probably off, but 99% roughly all Zodiac players. You know, Konami's like, fuck. You know, what do we do? Do we make the deck stronger or something? Like the deck on its own, Zodiac. And I think most of them might have been pure Zoo or some slight variation of Zoo. You know, it's still a strong deck, still the best deck. You know, Rat combo and a Giant with Emerald, and cards like Ram is still very good. You still have cards like Barrage. You still have Tankies. You still have all these Searchers and all these starter cards. You still have one Terratop and one Takedown Borg, which may sound stupid. I don't know what the builds are. I haven't done much research into what actual deck lists were. I don't know if people playing like Brilliant Engines and stuff like that, if you even need to at that point, but being able to end like Giant Emerald, I guess, on its own is just good enough with, you know, traps and stuff, and just being consistent, I think, is the most important thing that Zoo had to offer over the course of that event. And that's why I feel like so many people went down that road, because they're like, you know what, let's take the safe bet and play the consistent deck, play the deck that's done well in the past, and hopefully we can replicate it here at this event. And, you know, that's what happened. That is what happened at the European Nationals. I think we're going to get the same thing at our Nationals, which is now only, you know, give or take 15 days away, 2 weeks or so. I should be back in time to sort of analyze how that goes. But like I said, even with Magicians in play, I still think Zoo is still going to be up there as one of the most represented decks, unless everybody's like, okay, let's break the mold. Let's build something that's going to counter Zoo, because 2 events in a row, and possibly other events. I'm just naming like Pittsburgh and Euro-Nats to be the 2 that I know most familiar, that have definitely had a large presence of Zoo there. I wonder if the whole player base is like, you know what, let's put Zoo aside, let's play something that's going to counter it. I don't know. Or people just might say, you know, it's best deck. Clearly, let's just play the best deck. Which makes me really want to get rid of Zodiac as soon as possible, because it's just gonna, I feel like it's just gonna get slammed after Nationals. Especially once Nats is over, we're on our way quickly to Link format, the dreaded Link format, where I will have a deck to play, and that deck is Mermail. The build's definitely gonna have to change post list, or not post list, but post new mechanic, because you won't be able to spam Totally Awesome, of course, with the new mechanic in play, because you won't be able to have access to an infinite amount of extra deck monster spaces. You'll have 1 to begin with. You could of course make 1 Toad and some other stuff, but I don't know. You can't use Shark and go into Bahamut, or you can't use You can't use Bahamut Shark and go into Totally Awesome. I was thinking about playing cards like Gofu and stuff like that, and maybe the Undyne Engine with Allure of Darkness to get rid of stuff like that. But I think it just seems bricky and inconsistent at that point. Might as well just play OTK, your opponent's face off, and something like that. That's the only thing I'm thinking, because like I definitely think Mermail is viable in that format. It's just gonna take some getting used to. Like I haven't done any testing with that, so I can't give any feedback on what it's like to play Mermail in that format. I'm sure there's plenty of videos on YouTube that you can go watch where people are doing that. You know, I wouldn't doubt it. So if that's something you're interested in, you can probably search around for it. But yeah, I think that's one thing I wanted to talk about. Is I think it's a good time, if any, to get rid of Zoo. If you're thinking about it, I think now is the time, because if we look at what's happened in the past here in YCS Pittsburgh and Euro-Nats, that Zoo has been dominant, and if it keeps dominating after 2 hits on the balance already, I think that 3rd strike, you know, Zoo's going to be out of there. And like we look at the OCG ban list, you know, they banned Broad Bowl, hit Masterpiece and Diagram to 1, but brought some other cards back into 2 and 3 from ban or whatever. So they're basically like, okay, stop playing Zoo, people. Please stop playing Zoo. Play something else. Play our other cards. Buy our other product. Who knows? It's going to be, I think it might be some sort of toss-up. And, you know, in the last episode we talked about the pendulum stuff, and I think that'll definitely have a presence at that event. But it's all hard to speculate certain things when it comes to this game, because you could think one thing and then it's the complete opposite, and I don't know. Who knows what's gonna happen. But I think other than that, I don't know what else I really wanted to talk about. I think that's pretty much it. Other than that, I have to get recording on some other videos. I gotta make some other videos tonight. I need to make Mermail test stand video. I'm gonna try to get one of those up, because I don't think I've done a test stand video for Mermails in a long time, and let alone with the build that I just released. I've got a dual video to commentate. It's a bit older, but it's still the current ban list is a Zodiac mirror match, and I'm not sure what else I'm gonna do after that. But yeah, like I said, on social media, Twitter and Facebook, I'm going to keep you guys updated on what's going on with the channel. 1 video is going to be going up, so please do me a favor, follow my Twitter, like my Facebook page, like and follow that, and check out my other channel, The Dead of Winter, where I do mostly gameplay related stuff, anything from FES to RPGs, stuff like that. If that interests you, please do me a favor and go to that channel, toss it a sub, watch a video or 2, give me a shot, let me know what you think. If I'm good at doing this, maybe I can be good at doing something else on this platform, because I have fun making videos, you know, regardless. Because I will be posting videos on that channel as well, so if there's nothing up on this channel a certain day, there might be something for you to go watch on the other channel. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Open Game State episode 4. Really appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm probably in Florida by the time you're watching this, so yeah, thanks for the watching. Thanks for the support, guys. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers. I don't know what I'm gonna do for 5,000 subscribers, but that's insane to think about. We're almost at 5,000 subs. It does mean a lot, guys, and I appreciate each and every one of you who, every time I upload a video, notification squad, click the video, watch it start to finish. Even if you don't watch it start to finish, you can just click on the video just to watch, see what's going on, anything like that. Check out the channel daily. I know I've been uploading lately. It's just because I've been so busy with work, trying to get some money together for this trip and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. Just now, then, back in the day, now, and in the future. Hope you're enjoying it just the same as the first day you found my channel, because that's important. I don't like to just throw up videos for the sake of it. That's why I'm not cramming in a video a day while I'm gone, because you just guys would be getting quantity over quality at that point, which is not something I want to subject you guys to. I want to get 3 or 4 good videos to have go up, not every day, but one, and then 2 days, then another. And I'll try to upload a video on this channel, and then in that 2-day gap before another video goes up or so, there'll be a video on my other channel you guys can go watch, and then vice versa. Another 2 days, another video on this main channel, and then on the other channel, and then it'll be sort of a cycle. Try to keep you guys up to date, and then once I get back, I should be able to record some more dual videos and more deck profiles and stuff like that. So should be ready to rock and roll when we get back. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. As always, Winner Kills signing out. We'll see you in the next one.